Hearties. Welcome to Valley Voice Editorial, where the Hearties admins are just going to share with you what we've observed across social media, all of the Hearties feedback on things this week as we are speeding towards season 12. I am Marg from San Diego, and I'm joined today by...
I'm Kim from Ontario, Canada.
I'm Annette from South Carolina.
And Dawn from North Carolina.
So I just think it's so funny that at the beginning of the week, we were like, Hearties, submit your creative poster ideas because we got no poster. And then we were wondering, what are we possibly going to cover on a Valley Voice editorial? And then 6 days later, it's like, we have so much to cover. We can't possibly talk about everything. So, okay, let's start with our season 12 poster, just released formally yesterday in combination with the Christmas experience in Kansas City. So I always think of the poster as the chief marketing tool to draw in, new viewers. I think obviously it's very exciting for us and we love to put it up on our socials and everything, but I think the ultimate purpose of it is to draw new people in. So I think it very effectively, will do that. It will draw people into that love story. It's so interesting to me. I think Nathan really draws focus in this post.
Yes, he does.
It does not feel as Elizabeth focused. It feels very Nathan focused, which is, it's clearly, affection between them, romance, all that. But there's something very commanding about his presence on this poster. So do you guys agree or no?
Totally. He's more in focus. He's more got like the darker tones where she's kind of washed out by the sunlight, which is interesting. Maybe she's glowing with romance or whatever.
Yeah, super interesting. And it has a very, obviously they're going with the big Art Deco feeling with the wallpaper. To me, I can't remember what's that trend called, grand millennial or whatever. I always think I think younger people are they're trying to incorporate modern with their grandmothers. To me, that's what it felt like, is it kind of had that grand millennial kind of feeling to it. So again, Hallmark trying to bring in that younger demographic.
Are we in 1922 or 23?
I think it's 22.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we're picking up right at the same.
I mean, it's a squishy timeline too, because Charleston was 1923. The Roaring 20s were at the 26, 27, 28 timeline. So we're dealing with the typical Hope Valley squishy timeline.
Right, squishy time frame. And we know from talking to Sarah and Barbara that they've been really very walking a fine line, because they wanted to preserve those longer hemlines for as long as they could, and they didn't want to start moving into the Art Deco, but now they clearly made it.
Oh my goodness.
They're headed in that direction. So it's clear. Sarah Nitch from Ridgefield, Washington, observed that she thinks this is the only poster that has been an interior, which I thought was really interesting because it's been a big emphasis on the exteriors. Do you guys think that's the case? And why do you think that's significant?
Well, I think it is significant. The only other one that looks like it was indoors is season 2, Hamilton Staircase. Behind the group.
The Downton Abbey year.
That was
Downton Abbey, that's
that's
right.
A huge turnaround in the style of the show. The whole show style changed. I don't know if we're going to get a similar style change, but it does signify change.
I mean, we don't have any of those curved windows, arched windows in Hope Valley.
I didn't recognize that.
No.
So I don't know if it's something that it was part of the season that we've not seen it. But in the window, you have Hope Valley.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
I don't know. I really don't understand where it, was the idea of that photograph. But I still think that, and we talked about it in our group, that it's like it's not really it's a poster like it with AI, because I think their images are kind of computerized. I don't know what the situation is, but
Yeah.
yeah, but the idea like those curved windows, like I don't know where that
Yeah.
is.
Well, it's
You
like
know?
the season 9 water tower that doesn't exist in reality.
Yeah, right. That wasn't at
Right.
all
That's
the water
right.
tower. Yeah. So they
Yeah.
definitely take liberties. But I suspect there is something. Well, I mean, obviously that arched window, I think a lot of people probably immediately went to thinking wedding because it looks very churchy
Oh, yeah.
or very home-like. You know, it could just
Mhm.
be emphasizing the blended family, the homespun nature of what this season is going to bring, that it's about them as a family being at home together. I don't know. I don't know.
So, what is your perception of the vibe? Because I didn't get that. So I'm just curious about what
Of the
else that
vibe.
you got from that poster about this season, that kind of, yes, it's a couple. Yes, we're going to concentrate on their love story. We're still in that moment. But I didn't get anything more than that. But I did see a lot of posts about, the the future, impending wedding, engagement, and I'm like, when I look at that picture, it didn't, kind of hit me for that,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
me either.
I mean, I get a little father knows best kind of feeling. He's not in a cardigan, he's in a jacket, but
That's
there's
right.
something very paternal, but also family-like affectionate. I don't know.
yeah,
It's romantic, but it's also not. I don't
yeah,
caring, very caring. I don't
yeah.
know.
Well, I had mixed emotions about the idea of the Mountie. It was always a lot of conversation. It's about a Mountie and the teacher, and then I think maybe I talked to Marg you about the like the old old regime having that whole
We
the
haven't
red
seen that
surge.
Mountie uniform on
Not at
a
yeah,
poster in
not at
years.
all. Yeah. So
And
maybe it's part of the, not really concentrating on his job
yes,
versus what he is. I don't
yes.
know. But to me that was kind of a stark, because last year it was like, oh, okay, now I know that you are really concentrating on the
That
post.
Sound of Music feeling. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah. And now this one
whole
is
world is awakening, kind of
yes,
thing.
yes. But this one is just I don't know how I'm not really
More
absorbing.
insular.
Yeah, I'm not absorbing it
Okay.
in a way
Yeah.
that
The themes haven't jumped out to you yet.
Right.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
don't know. I mean, the themes don't jump out to us till we see it. We just know
Yeah, yeah. No, no,
right half the time.
that's
We just
my
think we're
first
right half the
impression.
time. Yeah. Because we're like, oh, it's gonna be Sound of Music season. That's what it's gonna be.
Well,
Well,
Um,
it
and
kind of
the
was.
trailer didn't illuminate on it either. Like
no,
the trailer wasn't really related to it at all.
Well, the
that's true.
trailer was
Well,
really
there
All
was
right, well,
exciting.
let's move
Right.
on and talk
Sorry,
about the trailer.
Annette, you were just wanting to say
Oh,
something.
I was going
forgive
to
Sorry.
me.
say
Annette, jump in.
on the poster it says love sparks a new golden era, and the trailer had gold glitter and gold
Yes, it
lighting.
definitely did.
So
That's
golden
true.
era seems to be
And
Yeah, a
no,
brand new era.
a new
yeah, a new golden era, which is so interesting to me because the 20s were the golden era. So it's like we're doing history, but we're doing it new. Figure it out.
For them it
Oh no.
is new.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
new. So yeah, let's talk about the trailer. There's a lot in the trailer.
There is.
How there's a lot in the trailer.
Yeah, so my
So
first impression, I'm really excited for this season because I mean there was a lot in there. The whole
Mhm.
hour of the valley. What did she?
Um, Valley Voice Radio Hour.
Radio
Right.
Hour. There you go.
Yeah.
So
And then she had a little chime or something she was
of
going
course.
Yeah,
that
I was looking for the xylophone that
That's
went
right.
with it to go
Da,
ding.
da, 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 da. No. But yeah, that was, but you know, the locomotive. So they're going to be traveling, don't know where. They
Or
have
who?
a party. They're going to do the Charleston. And that was part of, and we're going to talk about the Kansas City event, but that they were doing that. So I know that's there. I mean, that's so sorry. There's so much, but
there's a lot.
really
Yeah,
exciting.
so just the party itself, I did see that Hardy zoomed in and saw in the background that it's Allie's birthday party.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
The
is this
first
her?
party.
Pardon me?
The first party, the one, because
Correct.
then
Sorry, the
one
party in
at
the
the end is,
saloon. The
another
party in
one.
the saloon with the streamers where we see Allie. Yes, the first
Yes.
part. The second
Yeah.
party looks like some amazing jazz club or
Right?
Yeah, who knows what
That
that
one
is.
was-
that? Are you
Yeah.
kidding me right now, Sarah Maberly?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm. Yeah, feathers and glitter, and then there's like actual Art Deco lighting in that one,
And
the
Nathan
the
in
checkered
the
floor.
tux
In the
and
tux.
tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that shot of him is so, I saw another Hardy say, it's so James Bond. It is,
Oh,
looks
That's
so
fun.
James Bond, which of course they interspersed with the mystery
yeah.
with,
Mhm.
I don't know if it's a murder board, but it's another board.
It's
Yeah.
on board anyway.
Another
Yeah.
board. Well, there was was it Bill saying something to Rosemary and like,
Yes.
Yeah.
are you in or something
Are
like
you
that? It's
game?
just like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fun.
There's just
Yeah.
and then there was one scene with Lucas and
Lee and Joseph
Joseph, that's
Yeah.
right.
side
Yes.
of him, like serving
Yeah,
him.
it's like
Butter
but
tarts.
really kind of
They're
like,
eating
really?
butter
They
tarts.
look
They're
like butter
mini
tarts.
butter tarts.
yeah. That's just so fun. But it was like
Yeah.
there's like snippets of, so much that we can like munch in, it's like, oh, this is go.
How many times did everybody watch it? I was over and
Oh,
over and
a
over.
lot.
Okay,
a
well,
lot.
okay, and then evidently the Hardys have surmised that there is a ring on Elizabeth's finger
Oh,
in the party scene.
If
Parties
you go frame by
FBI.
frame, it's there.
Yeah, there was one.
Now,
He
are you
doesn't
saying when she throws the glitter up?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
do we see the ring?
But
Uh-huh.
she
Yeah,
always
just before
has
she does.
one ring.
She does. It seems thicker, heavier,
Oh, okay.
bright gold. He does not have one.
Thank you, Annette. You've already distinguished that it is not her usual ring.
Well, did they
Look
do
that
that
way.
in the 20s? Did they have rings for the guys?
I
don't know.
Me either.
He was wearing a ring too?
He was not.
No.
He was not.
Oh,
No, but Annette was, observing that he didn't have a ring. I'm like, well,
Oh,
maybe in
okay,
the
okay.
20s, maybe they don't have them
Yeah.
for. I don't know. I'm just
That's fun.
I know. I wondered that too.
joshing you all. It's like I just don't know.
they wouldn't give us that.
No,
They wouldn't
no.
give us the
Well,
ring.
maybe it's a dream sequence, or
It could be.
who knows? I mean, truly, the idea of glitter going to the camera.
Oh,
was-
yes, that's very dream sequency, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Very
that's-
golden era.
Very.
Yes,
Mm.
definitely. But yeah, it's just it.
What-
And then,
That's
okay,
fun.
3 new characters we saw in
Right.
like boom, boom, boom.
Like
Of course, we saw
4.
Melissa's Guild.
There-
There were 4 in
There
the
were
trailer.
two young men, one fellow in the school or outdoors with Elizabeth in the class, and then the other young fellow with Nathan. And
I
then a
did not
woman-
see somebody. Wait, the one
So-
that says the bee's knees or the pajamas.
Uh-huh.
The cat's pajamas. That was
That's
Timmy.
Timmy.
That was Timmy.
That
Yeah.
was Jenny.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
gosh.
the next
Yeah,
frame,
I was gonna say,
Those kids are growing way too fast.
when you see Elizabeth, though, if you
That's
pause on her,
hilarious.
all the people behind her, all the students behind her are people we've never seen before.
Yeah.
So
Oh, really?
there's like
Okay.
4 or 5, you know, whether they're extras or whether they're new cast members, I don't know.
man, and I watched it 2 or 3 times or maybe more, and I still didn't get a lot because I was just like there was so many.
There's so
Okay,
much
but
going
going
on.
back to the 3, we've got Melissa Gilbert.
Okay.
We have a woman who came in with like long
Plans.
Blueprints or something.
blueprints,
Yep.
architectural
Yep.
plans.
Dressed in business attire,
Mhm.
Okay.
Looking
maybe
serious.
in pants. I'm not sure.
And
if
then a
she had
young
pants
man
on.
talking to Nathan.
Yeah.
And he
Okay.
had RCMP shoulder flashes
Wow. Jim.
on. I had the eyeballs on, I'll
I
tell you.
guess so. All right. Is there anything else we've missed? I'm sure there is from the trailer. Holy
I
cow.
wanted to know what the I'm curious to see what the opening quote where Elizabeth said to Allie, journeys don't
Yes.
always start with a destination. Don't know what that's all about.
Yeah.
That'll be
That
interesting.
to me, because that's the first scene in that
Yeah.
trailer, and I think that is a setup.
Mhm.
So I don't know what that is,
We don't
but I
know.
think that's a setup for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It's-
And then of course
been
we did
true.
get we got the romantic tandem horseback riding too.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I
the
was
cinema
surprised why they would do that.
and the cinema date, or it's either
Yes.
a theater or they go to the theater or they're coming because there's a
Oh
marquee.
dear. I
There
don't know
is.
that I saw that one.
Yeah, her
I
little
get
her
so
little
much.
20s purse is so darling. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
And he put his arm over her shoulder, right? I
Oh
think
my
in that
gosh,
scene.
you guys are part of the HBI, you know, the Hardy's Bureau of Investigations. For sure.
It's embarrassing
Right.
how many times I've watched it.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
That's funny.
There's a brick wall
Watch
behind
again.
them, so that's
Watch
not
again.
in Hope
Watch
Valley.
again.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
went
easier
back,
because
it went
all
forward.
of the like Barbara, our costume designer, she posted it, Sarah posted it. So it's all in my feed. So
Yeah.
I could see it several times just going through my
Mhm.
my feed.
Funny.
Did we see little Jack at all?
Nope,
I don't
No.
remember.
we did not.
Oh, he's not even in the scene, huh?
No.
Did he say cat's
Not even
pajamas
with
or
the
bees
alley
leaving?
party.
It was a cat's
Cat's
pajamas.
Okay.
I can't believe I didn't.
I just love the little terminology that they've used. They're like frisky fun, ritzy romance. It's like they're so like leading into the 20s. It's like frisky fun, you know? So
Speaking of
silly.
the ritzy romance, there was another really quick scene with Mike and May and him carrying her across the threshold.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
so cute.
So
Yeah,
looking at that building, it looked like the back door from what used to be the art gallery across from the library.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
So
think
if
it
we
was that
now
new
lose
set.
that.
I think wasn't it the new set that we saw at HFR, the exterior, but it
Did
was
we
like
see a new set?
we did. We saw a new exterior that was like a
Okay.
is it like a cobbler or something? I have to look back in my
I missed
HFR
that.
photos, but that's what it looked like was that
Oh.
building. But why would they be moving into a cobbler place? I don't know.
Me
Am I
either.
wrong or was it
Doesn't
a
say.
I can't remember. It was some kind of new profession.
Well, it's
Valley.
not a row house, and that's fine.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to everything that we got a lot from Kansas City. First of all, it looked like an amazing turnout. Kansas City's my hometown, so it's super exciting to see everybody get to enjoy beautiful Crown Center, going to the ice skating rink in Crown Center. That was so fun to see. Who was it? Well, Aaron and Kevin, of course, because we got that cute little snippet, but also wasn't Kevin there. Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah. So those Canadians, they're gonna be magnetized to an ice skating rink. Kim. Okay.
Did it end today? This
Yes.
is Sunday
Yes.
that we're recording this. So
yes. So Jeanette is, I think, the only one of the admins that was in attendance, and she went with her sister Joelle. So we can't wait to hear from them about all the fun they had. But it looked like it was an amazing turnout of Hardee's. So I think there were the opening night, there were the reindeer games, and then there was a panel. It all blurs together at this point, but they did reveal, as usual, they have revealed a lot. What got revealed that you guys observed in Kansas City?
Well, Aaron said a few things that are very interesting about a very innocent sleepover, and
she went right there. Oh my gosh.
Highly emotional.
I met you, Annette. You went right to.
Well, Aaron's at the top.
It's funny. I love it.
Yeah, a chaste sleepover. Holy cow.
So
the
could that be with the cinema date? Could it be with the party? Could it be the tandem horseback ride? Like, when is that happening?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the first chase sleepover we've had.
No, it certainly isn't. We've had a couple of those.
Yes, we have. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a couple of those. Okay. First one with Nathan and Elizabeth, however. So let's be clear.
Did she say that it's with him? Is it this?
Yeah.
Like, did we confirm that? I don't know. I missed that part.
Yes, she did. She said they took
a little Jack.
I missed the. I missed the word.
I will have to go back for the coverage, but I think it was inferred. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What else did Aaron say?
Highly emotional times.
Yes.
That's the one that I was thinking about.
Highly emotional times.
And she said with little Jack. I mean,
yeah, so today, said I didn't hear what she said today. Did she say crisis? Did she say, what did she say?
It's just an emotional story, I think.
Ooh.
Okay. And that Nathan was their rock. Her rock.
Yeah. That's just, to me, it's concerning. It's just concerning. Because
I mean, my only prediction about this season, well, I have two predictions about this season. One is there's something major is going to prevent an engagement / wedding from occurring. So I just think
there's a ring.
From a writer's perspective, there will be something. And I don't know. I was thinking Downton Abbey, like when they sent, what was the butler's name when he had to go to jail? So like originally I was like, okay, that mean Hargraves, something's going to be up. And then I was like, no, they're not going to take Nathan off camera and put him in a jail. So then I've eliminated that from consideration, but something. Yeah, so it's got to be big enough that amid this sweeping love story that doesn't occur this season. So I just think that the network, I don't know. I think that they want to keep this love story going.
Oh, I would think
like every network does.
I was going to say every.
Right. They're not alone.
Oh my goodness. And I'm just watching, I think, The Office. I love Pam and Jim in that thing, but I'm at season 5 now. And they just got engaged. So it's just like, they've been stretching that out, stretching it out. So I would kind of just think that they are not really wanting to do it like right now. But again, I don't know.
Yeah.
Totally.
Something. It has to be big enough, because like last year you had little things, like you had Mr. Higgins come, and you had Allie's thing was a big thing, to find her father and all that stuff. So that the stakes have to be, they're going to go even higher this season. Is from a writer's perspective, that's what I predict, is the stakes are going to be even higher to prevent them moving forward from that next step.
You need the drama. You need it.
You need that drama.
You can't wrap your characters in bubble wrap. They've got to have things to do and to deal with.
Exactly. so that they can respond. So anyway, okay. I really thought it was interesting that Cavan said that there's going to be some kind of conflict with the guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
really?
was something like perked my ears. I mean, that would be an interesting story, but I don't know what's the conflict. I mean, what I don't know. I mean,
Lee's got a lot of irons in the fire. He's the mayor. He's part of Lucas's team too, and
the saloon, right?
Yep.
Last we heard, Lucas wanted him to go to where's the governorship?
Capital City.
Capital City. Oh, yeah. The capital's in Capital City. That's good to know. That Lucas wanted Lee to go with him to Capital City.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I almost forgot about that, Oh my word. Man.
Okay, so that's very interesting. And then what else came out this weekend? Oh, Nathan said that Allie would have a love interest and that the person happens to be a thorn in his side. So if you intersperse that with the trailer with the kid in the RCMP.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. Because it's, you're threading the needle at this point.
Yeah, Mountie Jr. going after Allie.
Wow. And it's not Robert. Like what Mountie Jr. is not Robert. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks about the same age, so where's Robert?
We didn't hear from Viv a lot this weekend, so I don't know if we heard anything about his storyline. We got to see him do the Charleston.
Yeah.
And that was fun. We know we're going to see some dancing, clearly.
Yeah.
And
I think Jarell was there, that she was on.
I know. Yeah, she went up on stage to do it. And she said, Pascal said that the cast all conspired without talking to each other to decide that Lee was not a very good Charleston dancer. And so that everybody looked at him at the end, they were like, Lee, you did it. So they kind of created their own little story with that, I guess. Hilarious.
That's funny.
I am super excited to see the dancing. That will be really fun. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that got revealed in Kansas City? I'm looking back at our notes of what we know so far about the season, because of course we had talked to Lindsay and some of the writers last season. We knew that the upcoming graduations were going to be a big deal. So we think that is Angela, Timmy. Did we think there was anybody else?
Not sure.
Well, did you see?
I don't know.
Because Timmy was in that one scene.
Yes.
But I don't know.
Maybe Emily. I don't know. She would be. We don't think it's Allie. We think Allie's younger. But and then of course we have Chris McNally has shared before that there is. I think he talked a little bit about it in Kansas City, that there is a very smart woman who he has some sparring with. He says. There was a beautiful awkward moment where he said something like, Lucas hasn't really encountered anyone who was this smart or this intelligent in a while. And Aaron is like, I'm only supposed to play a school teacher.
It
was funny. It was a moment. It was great. So yeah, there's somebody coming in for.
Well, I'm thinking about you were talking about the person that has the blueprints.
Do you think that could be her?
I don't know. Don't know, but I'm just thinking about the storyline. So who would be what do they want to build? And maybe that's part of the conflict with the guys. That is
might have something to do with the national park, right?
Sure.
But there was a little bit in tvline.com where it says a lawyer who has inherited her uncle's cattle ranch near Hope Valley butts heads with Lucas over community policy. And then throughout the season, we'll see a friendship develop and possibly some sparks.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
So is the blueprint lady the lawyer?
I don't think so. Now I'm thinking that's, another person.
The cattle ranch could have property maybe, or
I just don't think they would give away who Lucas's potential love interest is in the trailer. Maybe they would, but
to me, that's not really part of that. I just want I'm just curious about what they want to build.
No, I am too. I think who do we think it could be?
Oh, you mean with Lucas?
Yes. It's got to be, it's somebody new, obviously. You'd think it'd be somebody from the Hallmark world.
Oh, you're talking about the actress?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
If it was
anybody you want it to be?
Blonde,
not really. Redhead, brunette. Can't be another brunette. It's got to be.
Oh, I would think it would be a brunette.
Yeah, because they went femme fatale with the very dark-haired Jeanette last year. It's not going to be a blonde or a redhead, I'm predicting.
Really?
Go in a different direction.
Because I don't know that Lucas would be.
He wouldn't go for a blonde, maybe.
Yeah, I just don't know.
I don't know.
Again, I don't know him. So I have no clue.
As well as anyone.
Maybe. Isn't his mother blonde?
What's
true? True. She is very white blonde. Yeah.
Maybe.
Very interesting.
I don't know.
Right.
Don't men marry their mothers?
All right, Hearties, get your list together. We need to see who's up. Okay. And then we know little Jack is starting school. We definitely know. Highs, lows, frisky fun, and heartfelt co-parenting. That was on another teaser. Co-parent. She did mention a lot of blended family, a lot of co-parenting. So that's interesting. All right. Anything else? Any other predictions you guys are making? And Melissa Gilbert also said she has a job that typically isn't a woman's job. I mean, it's classic Valley that the women have. Is have jobs.
A stronger role.
Yeah. Any other things that you guys are sure you're going to see this season?
Well, I mean, we ended with a cliffhanger where we had no idea what was going on with, why is the superintendent here about Jack? So we haven't dealt with that yet.
Where do you think that's going?
I don't know. I mean, there was no inkling in the trailer unless
nothing.
It has, hopefully it has nothing to do with that crime board.
Oh, wow.
Or that young Mountie.
Wow.
Or that young Mountie.
That one too.
Jack's son. Jack has a son.
I was gonna say when Jack died, that
he's as old as he is.
Just, kind of absorbed his personality, and what's the thing that when you are inhabiting another personality? Sorry.
And you're
so dark for Hallmark. So dark for Hallmark.
Yeah.
Maybe on the Mystery Channel.
Oh, he's taking on Jack's spirit, is what you're saying? The spirit of Jack.
He's possessed?
No, not that. Maybe mysteries. Maybe you could do that.
Okay.
All right. Well, on that crime board, there was a poker game. I don't know, like it was written on it that there was some poker game.
Well, there was a drawing,
a
rendering for I think a man somewhere. In that board
with a name like Teddy or Toddy or something.
We did not recognize anybody else in that jazz club scene. It's just Elizabeth and Nathan. So they're somewhere out of town or somewhere.
Well, there was a
they're in a ritzy place.
Yeah, there's a baby grand piano behind them. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not in the saloon.
No. Okay. So we know. So we have 0 predictions for what the Hargraves.
Oh, and
how the Hargraves thing is going to resolve. It's not going to be his pension. It's not going to be. Do we think it's going to be a little bit lame, or do we think it's going to have major? Because I was going major, but
I was going to say, but all of our cliffhangers are always resolved in like the first half of the season, not finale, but the first episode.
Premiere,
Premiere. That's it.
And frankly, the writers kind of resolved it about 10 minutes after the because they're like, Jack is not coming back. Jack is not alive. So they did kind of resolve the most major consequence of it.
Right.
But don't know.
I'm going to guess that it's not major, or we would have seen some inkling of it in the trailer.
Yeah. Maybe.
I do have one other prediction based on a post that Mike Magnuson, our production manager, posted. He was praising the cast at one point and the crew for a very inclusive moment, and putting that together with what we saw from the cliffhanger. One of the cliffhangers of the finale is Angela potentially going to teach at this school for the blind. So I am guessing that it's something to do with the school for the blind. And if they brought in blind, visually impaired actors, that would be
I would love
so beautiful. It would be so beautiful. I hope that prediction is right. That truly that would be
and in Little House on the Prairie kind of connection.
Yes.
So true. That's a great point, Dawn. With Mary.
Yeah.
And
when you were talking about Downton Abbey, that was Bates.
Thank you, Bates. When Bates gets sent away. And okay, were you a Downton Abbey fan? Did that actor? I love that actor.
Yeah.
Was he busy? Is that why they wrote him out? Because then I was like, oh no, if he's in jail.
Julian Fellows, which is our creator and writer, he wrote that particular role for that character or that actor. Yeah.
Love Bates.
Yeah.
But but they were trying. I think they were married at that point and they couldn't have children, and so I feel like they introduced. So there's always something. They're always trying to create some drama between the couple.
Talking when he went to jail.
Yeah, when he went to jail.
Was he? I thought. Yeah. So yeah, she was married.
They were married.
They were married. Yeah, and but he was tossed in jail like at the finale, and then they had the actors had free Bates in their t-shirts when they were doing some t-shirts. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That was a long time ago, but it was fun.
No, I predict something like at that level that will prevent a wedding from occurring this season. I don't know about engagement, but definitely we will not. I don't think we will see a wedding this season. That's
I think they're going to be too busy to get married. My goodness, it's nonstop in that trailer.
If that's the indication, yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like there is a lot compared to last season when people were like, this is the slowest pace of a romance ever, But again, I'm not in any rush. I just want to see them together. And it feels like we're getting all of the, you're getting the blended family. You're getting the, you're going to get those moments. So, just not that wedding. You're not getting that wedding.
Yeah, I have no clue. I mean, after the trailer, I had, maybe some predictions, but then all of a sudden I was like, man, that is
out the window.
There was just so
much. In a good way?
Yeah, in a good way. Yeah. No, for me,
I'm excited.
Paced and so that's the first time that I really was excited for season 12 because at the end of the season is just like you just have a break and all of a sudden it was like, wow, I don't know what to even
it's very new. Yeah, it's very new.
So I'm glad about it because it's almost like a new page. And like last year was another new page, I would think, because the idea of just all about the romance, but this trailer just blew my mind.
I saw Hardy's today commenting, oh my gosh, Melissa Gilbert. So it's kind of old news to us because it got announced at the Hardy's family reunion, but but we've got
A lot of people.
whole lot of people
Yeah.
who are not going to know that Melissa Gilbert is coming on this season.
That's
we
right.
don't know whether it's as a guest star or as a recurring, you know, we know she's in a couple episodes, right? I think
yeah, that's the only thing that was announced. But yeah, I
and
mean, even in the trailer, I mean, she fits in. Like you
totally
really
Oh, yeah.
understand that this is really the genre that will, you know, good for, especially with that, not like the actor that she
right.
really
No, you
resonates
see
in
her
that.
as a
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
And the way that Bill Avery says Georgie,
Yeah.
there's some
Something.
affection there.
Something going on.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
some
Yeah, so
affection there.
she has a connection to someone. Well, it's pretty obvious who that is.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Now
Yeah.
we did see Martin Cummins. We did see Henry in the first trailer. He wasn't in the second trailer. Any predictions on where his story's going to go?
Don't have a clue.
Not a clue.
Not have a clue.
No.
Because I mean, he's been in his redemptive arc.
Right.
I was like, okay, we're I think at the end of that. So how does he go forward? And I'm sure it's something that is with Lucas, because at the end of season 11, there was a connection with, you know, Lucas and
Henry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I was like, I wanted Martin. Like, no. But anyway, those are the things I'm like, okay, something is cooking, but don't know what it is. You know,
Yeah, he's got a lot of wisdom to share too.
What's that?
He's got a lot of wisdom to share.
Yeah.
Lucas really depended on him last season.
Yeah.
We also didn't see the Yosts or Molly. We saw Faith in this very briefly. We saw at the radio hour, she was sitting next to Elizabeth. I don't know if we saw her in the first trailer. So
I think I saw Fiona in the scene where Lucas is being served the butter tarts.
You did?
Oh, interesting.
I think so.
Oh.
It's hard to tell. Her hair is a little different, but I think it was her.
Oh, that's good news, because I think we have suspected that she, you know, at last we heard from the writers, they said the schedule was going to be hard. She's very busy. And then Andrea tagged her on several of the rap posts. So that makes you think, okay, must have been in something.
Yeah, or if she's just with Kevin, I don't know. I mean,
but it wasn't the rap party. It was like the season wrap. So
you know
what? It wasn't. It wasn't just like we're at the rap party and I'm tagging you. It was the season wrapping, like filming was wrapping.
Right.
It looked like her. Take a look again.
Okay. Well, so parties, we got to get out the magnifying glass because obviously we've missed some things.
I was gonna say HBI. Come on,
honestly.
Speaking of hair, though, and that one thing that I thought of was I was glad that they changed Elizabeth's hairstyle last year, because I found like the little shot of them at the jazz party at the end.
Yes.
And she's in the gold outfit, and I was like,
the headband.
Hair, yeah, it fits in perfectly. And yet we would have been, what's going on, when we saw a completely new hairstyle if they had waited.
That would have been shock. Yes.
That's right.
I think we're going to be a little more shocked to see a ring on her finger, but
we want some explanation.
Yeah, what that's all about.
Hey, Hardee's, we're counting on you to figure it out, because we know you will. We know you will. It's just,
well, was there someone that, I don't know what the situation is, but they said that Kevin was on Sergeant. Is that?
In the trailer,
on the
or
cars.
It's just it's something that I don't know. It was a early conversation.
Yeah, I think on the first trailer, I think someone said that he was
that
actually riding Sergeant.
Yeah, and that was something. It was just like, because to me that horse is so small versus Robin, or you know, what is her
Newton.
Newton.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm like between the real names and even the actors and for our
You're doing great.
4-letter people.
This is a lot to keep up with.
Information this week.
People.
It's a lot to keep up with.
Oh dear.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So it looked like just a blast in Kansas City, and I'm so happy for all of the Hardys who got to enjoy it. I hope you got some Kansas City barbecue while you were there, because it's just, Kansas City is, it was just neat to see that picture. It was like they framed it perfectly, where they were standing in the tented ice rink, and the Hallmark cards logo was just like perfectly through this little opening, because of course that's the headquarters of Hallmark. Right. So it looked like an amazing weekend. The attendees did see the first episode. They cannot talk about it. So, but they did get that special treat.
Wow.
In addition to, getting to see, and hear from the stars themselves about everything. So I'm sure it's just a matter of time. It's just going to start
January 5th.
So yeah. So anything else anybody wants to add that we've forgotten?
Just can't wait to see
it.
Yeah, I know, excited for sure.
Very exciting. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, and we have some more content going to the season premiere. So we have Kevin. I think we're going to be at the end of this week. Yep. It's probably going to be posted like at the end of the week. Jeanette was the one that she went to Kansas City. So we want to have some conversation with her and see what she saw. But tune in, subscribe, like, comment, and make sure that you're ready for January 5th or 6th?
5th.
5th. Oh my God.
Well, 5th on the Hallmark channel, 6th on Hallmark Plus.
Ah, there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
And Super Channel the same time?
January 5th, same time, simultaneous. Yes.
Perfect. So I predict that my decorations for Christmas is still going to be up for the premiere. So there's my official prediction.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. And this is Heart to Hardy's.
Merry Christmas. Bye,
Merry
Hardy.
Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays.